Hello, welcome. Here's a short practice for the end winter, beginning of spring, when we're just transitioning just out of the winter. So we still have the lightness of the winter time, and the cold is still there, but it is warmer, more towards cool, and we don't have really hit the heaviness of the spring just yet, but we are in this in-between state. So we do a little bit for practice, focus, for some grounding, and then something for the legs and the joints, and then a relaxation as well. Okay, so let's start. Come up into standing, any comfortable way. And we're going to start with a little warm up. So we move through the joints, our arms, stand comfortable, maybe have the legs in a comfortable position, little out. Arms up with the in-breath, halfway, small circles forward. And reverse, small circles backwards. And then stop, take the arms up with the in-breath, all the way down with the out-breath. And then inhale, a little higher up. Bigger circles forwards, whatever feels comfortable, where you can keep your arms straight and your elbows, wrists, fingers, and backwards. It's nice for the joints. Let the breath flow, come with the in-breath up and with the out-breath back and down. One more. And release, relax through the shoulders. Take a deep breath in, long breath out. And now we move the legs. We can do standing leg circles. Big ones if you feel comfortable. If you want to start small, keep the foot on the floor and circle out over the toes both ways. Yeah, so you can do whatever feels comfortable, smaller ones or bigger ones, where you take the legs up and out with the in-breath and with the out-breath, out and down, and reverse as well. Back and up and forward down, as if you're stepping over something. And that's it. Feet slightly out, little circle through the hips. Okay, we start with a couple of dynamic forward bends, sun breaths. So for that, stand tall, relax the shoulders back, head back as well, little so standing. Feel the heels and the crown of the head. And you want to lengthen from the heels away up to the crown of the head and beyond. Inhale, lift your arms up, soften the knees with the out breath from your hips, fold forwards, head relaxes. Inhale, hands on shins, half forward bend. Make an effort with the thoracic spine, opposite the chest bone, back of the heart wants to lengthen, and a sense of the muscles there being active. Long through the lower abdomen, draw back. With the out breath, fold forward, soften knees as needed. Press the floor away with your feet. Inhale, sweep the arms out and around. And exhale, forwards down. And again, we do 3 all together. Inhale, lift up, high up, soften knees. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, half forward bend. Have your hands where they're comfortable. If the shins are comfortable and there's a little room, you can also bring the hands, index and middle finger around the big toes, lengthen. Take the gaze to the top of your mat. Lower abdomen draws back. Exhale as you fold forward, soften knees, press floor away. Take the arms out and around as you come back up to standing. Exhale, forward, down. Last time, inhale, arms up. Soften knees, exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, half forward bend, wherever the hands are most supportive. Lower tummy draws back. Exhale, forward bending. Soft knees, press floor away. Take the arms out and around. So warming through the back, creating space for the breath with that. Step out into a middle wide stance. Have the outside of the feet parallel. And then take your right leg out. Rotate it out from the hip, bend the knee. We go into reverse warrior and warrior two. So reverse warrior, lift the right arm up. So knee bends over ankle maximum. The left heel turn a little further away so you have room for your pelvis. Pelvis is positioned that it feels good. You feel steady, legs feel strong, the knee points towards the little toes. Yeah? Legs drawing in and up throughout the holding phase. Lift your right arm up into the reverse warrior. Create space. Strong foundation through the legs. With the out breath, lower the arm. Lift the left at the same time. They both come to shoulder level. Drop the shoulders down. Lengthen the arms out. And gaze over your right hand into the distance. Inhale, strong foundation through the legs. Exhale, let the arms reach out, let them be light. Feel the strength in your back. Inhale and exhale. Keep lengthening through the fingers, through the arms. Inhale, take both arms up, straighten your right leg, bring your foot forward. Over to the left side, rotate out from the hip, bend the knee, knee towards smaller toes, right heel little out with the out breath. Lower your right, lift your left further up into the reverse warrior. And with the out breath, lower, lift the right to shoulder level. And then you want to drop the shoulders, inhale. Deep breath in, exhale, lengthen out. Inhale, strong through the legs. Remember they draw into the hips and up. And with the out breath, drop the shoulders and take the arms further out. Bring the arms a little back so you feel the area around the shoulder blades being active. One more breath in. One more breath out. From here we go directly into downward facing dog. So you lift your right arm up. Take it forward and down, both hands on the floor underneath your shoulders. Step your left leg next to the right, downward facing dog. Walk your feet if needed. Lengthen. Stay for a moment, look to your knees, keep lengthening through the arms away from the hands, and the shoulders away from the arms, and the ribs away from the shoulders, the waist away from the ribs, and the hips away from the waist. Look back to your knees, to your thighs, to navel. Let the breath flow freely. Next out breath. Lower knees down, nice and slow. Inhale, roll pelvis forward, bend elbows back, and come into upward cat. Exhale, roll pelvis back, round. Press the floor away with your hands, broaden across the upper chest. Chest bone draws back towards the back of the heart. Look to your navel. Inhale, roll forward. Bend elbows back. Elbows draw back. The chest lengthens a little forward. The elbows draw a little down, taking the shoulders and shoulder blades with them. And exhale, round. Broaden again, navel draws back, look back to navel, inhale forward one more time. Movement flows through the spine, active in this back bend. And exhale, active in the forward bend where the front of the body draws back towards the back of the body. from here, release slightly back. We go into the puppy stretch. So we walk the hands forward and focus on the chest area to release further down. So your pelvis rolls further forward towards the thighs, chest relaxes down. Inhale, ease out. And exhale, start from the pelvis, even out through the back. Keep the arms long, underarms open. Inhale one more time. Ease out. If you're very comfortable in the pose, then you can stay. If you're super soft and your chest is on the floor, then come halfway up and engage the muscles a little bit more. Avoid relying only on the flexibility. Next in-breath, come up onto all fours. Fold your legs or cross them over. We want to come into Dandasana. Stretch the legs out in front of you. Lengthen, lift. Send the heels away. Draw the toes back. Let the shoulders relax down. Again, feel the sit bones like we did the heels earlier and lengthen up to the crown of the head. We go into Janu Shirshasana, so your right leg rotates out and then draw the knee out and around so it goes to the side of the hip joint and the back to lubricate. Lengthen, lift your right arm up and with the out breath lengthen forward. Lengthen from the hip. Be patient in the pose with an in-breath. Your spine lengthens. The elbows can drop a little as we did earlier in the dynamic half forward bend. So we want to keep the chest reaching slightly forward. And with the out-breath, the navel draws back as you fold forwards. Keep the legs active. Right foot presses into your left thigh or further down, depending on how comfortable it is. You can also use one of the cushions. Put the cushion underneath the thigh, just right into the hip joint so it has support. Whatever you need, take one more deep breath in here. And with the out breath, fold forward, lengthen, crown of head towards your toes. Navel draws back at the end of the out breath. Inhale, come back up, bring the knee up, and then we change sides. So we go over, left side, rotate out. Again, the knee out and back and up, and then place the foot where comfortable. Lift your left arm high up, stay seated and grounded through the sit bones. And with the out breath, keep reaching up through the little finger, up and away. And when you feel you can't go any further forward and your pelvis stops tilting, then place your hand on the floor. The right hand where it supports the posture. Inhale, we want to keep that lengthening through the spine active. Exhale, fold. Crown of head reaches. The right toes drawing towards the shin. Inhale. Half forward bend. And ideally this half forward bend gets lower and lower so that you can use it to maintain the length. And with the out breath, navel draws back and then go all the way down, wherever that is. Always be mindful and take your body only where it feels really comfortable. Avoid being or following where you would like to be, but the body is not quite there yet. So navel draws back, end of out breath, and then you come up with the in breath, and then from here, knee up with the next in breath, straighten the legs out, lengthen through both heels, bring hands behind you, roll your pelvis forward, lift, open through the front. So if you feel strong and you feel happy, shoulders are happy, With an in-breath, you can come also up into the upward plank, Purvottanasana. Roll the legs in, zip the legs up, keep lengthening, look where it feels comfortable, in front or up along the ceiling. And with your next out breath, lower back down. Inhale. From here we go down onto the floor, and now have with you everything we need. We go into supported butterfly, Supta Baddha Konasana. You need 2 cushions for both legs, 1, and something for your head. And you need to be warm, so you have something to cover you. And you have something to cover your eyes as well. So I have an iPad, which I will use. When everything is in place, close to you, then lie back, nice and slow. And first support your head. So I fold the cushion in half, because this is not so thick, and then the point goes towards the thoracic spine, so beyond this big vertebra that we have at the base of the neck. And I want to squeeze the sides right in, so the entire neck is supported. And then I have these 2 cushions, and I fold them as well, and they go from the hip to the ankle on both sides in this supine butterfly. So you can take them as high up, rather a little higher than too low. We want to avoid a sense of stretching through the inner thighs. Everything is really at ease and relaxed. And then at the end, you put on your iPad or soft scarf, anything that feels comfortable, arms where they can relax through the elbows and the wrists, and then you stay there. Let the breath come and go naturally. And with each out breath, let your body sink down into the support of the earth underneath. With each out breath, the back of the head grounds further, the shoulder blades, and from the shoulder blades, the arms, the mid-back and the lower back. And the legs, they relax into the support of the cushion. Breath slows down. See the natural pauses after the in-breath and the out-breath. And focus on these pauses. And around these pauses, the body relaxes further. And then take a deep breath in to come out of the pose. Long out breath. With an in-breath, bring your knees back to center. Stretch the legs out. Take the pad away from the eyes, but keep the eyes still closed. You can lengthen through the heels and take the arms overhead if you feel you need to create space, and especially if you do something afterwards, You need to be active again. If you can stay a little bit more contained, then you can keep the knees bent if you like. Roll over to your side from bent knees. And then mindfully push yourself up into sitting. Eyes are still closed. And when you're back in sitting, then wait for another moment till your head feels clear, pressure has settled. Notice how your body feels now, your breath, how you feel. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed this session and have a good day. Bye-bye.